Hello YouTube friend, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, my name is Tim. I'm building actually I've been working on this for almost 2 years. And funny thing about building a minivan camper is keep constantly evolving. So right now I'm sitting on a chair that I reversed a few weeks ago, and it actually changed the dynamic of the interior of my minivan. Also, if you look right behind me, I just made that last week. I paint this with reflective, no, with what was it? Plastic coat spray onto reflective. So it's reversible. Right now, the silver side is facing the outside. That way, it reflect the heat. But if at night, I will flip it around to put on the other side, and it will become darkening. So that way, people look in, they don't know that you sleeping in the vehicle. I mean, they will know, but at least it's a little bit stealthy. So let's go on to what's going on with my interior in the back side of it. I'm enjoying this chair, really. Yeah, it's reversing. People think it's dangerous to have reverse like It's not really, because I disconnect the sensor to it, which will tell the computer on the car not to deploy the airbag if there is an accident. But it's just me driving anyway. If it deploys, so what? And if it sit here, if somebody hit me, so well, oh well. Anyway, let's get back to why there's one thing during my road trip from the last time that I found that can potentially be dangerous, and I will share with you with that too. So let's get to it. Last week I was saying that I'm gonna move those curtains. It would used to be here, like run from here to over here. But because now that the seat I reversed, so I'm gonna be hanging out in here, so I need to have the cover, on the windshield instead. And I was gonna move that to the windshield, but you know what? It's already the right length, the right width, so I move it to the back. Because I was gonna do some reflective on the rear window, but why create more stuff if you don't have to, right? The only problem I have right now, there's some opening right there on the top. So at nighttime, it might leak some light out, but that's okay. See, I have all the reflectors sitting there. Those are excess stuff that will can do nothing here and here. So I'm gonna use that to fill up that little gap there whenever at nighttime only. At daytime, you know what? It's perfect. Now you can let some light come in, but still give you privacy in here. Sometimes it's a defect of your design. It might be an advantage to you. You never know. You work with what you have. Okay. So now you can see how spacious it is inside here. Even though I don't leave my bed cushion in here because the heat will destroy your bed if you leave it inside your car so much. The foam will deteriorate very fast. You probably see the reflective for this side over here. But see how spacious it is now back here. I used to have a partition. I might have to do some floating table right here in this area with a fold up leaf. That will free up the bottom space for me for storage and still have a little bit of room in between here. So I can have this much. See how the milk crate there? So I can store stuff out to here and still have access through there. Of course, this is my chuck box. I was gonna do some mod to it, but maybe I won't have to now. And let me share you with what I found that can potentially be dangerous for van life living on the road. So the most favorite stove, butane stove that most van life would like to use because it's convenient, it's compact, and all you need is a little butane can to use it. But there's hidden danger in this thing that I just found out. about 3 weeks ago when I was on the road. All right, let me share with you. First of all, don't leave the canister inside the stove. When you're done, release it. See, this is a release handle here. You release it, take it out, and use the red cap to cover it up. At least if it leaks, it contains it somewhat. So that way, it's a concentrated, it will give a concentrated smell of gas if it leaks, instead of just leave it open. Because I had one can that I have it like this. I had it inside here and I accidentally left the handle, down. So it leaked the whole can. Luckily, it was during daytime when I was driving, so there was no harm happen. But I will show you why it leaked. I have the stove for, oh God, I don't remember how many years. Back when we were still camping with the kid, when they were young. And my son are 24 and 22 now. So my recommendation is either you're going to do this or replace the stove once a year. It depends if you're able to replace the thing that I will about to show you. All right. If you look closely at the hole, you see there's a little O-ring right there that go around in between it, the black O-ring. So there's no seal where the nozzle go in. It just seal right around the edge. And I will show you where the can and that seal come together. So over time, that O-ring will flatten out and it will leak out from there. And the flame will actually, you see how there's a hole there? When you're cooking, if you're cooking the flame coming out a little bit and see where that coming out, the flame actually caught onto that. Kind of ignite there a little bit. Luckily, it was not enough to start to blow up the can. So be careful. Either replace that O-ring or replace this whole stove once a year. Or when you do cooking, don't let the flame coming out too much, and have a fan running inside your vents, through here, so it's dilute the butane. So this stove here is a little bit newer. I remember exactly, but it's much newer than the one I showed you previously. And let's look how fat that the seal is. See how fat it is sticking out? So it seal better. So I don't know. If you have a way of getting a seal on a new O-ring, put it in there, then you just replace the O-ring. Otherwise, replace the whole stove. Also, there's another thing you need to watch out for too. See that little thing back there? It's actually push the can against that seal. So let me move it and let you see. So over time, this thing might bend out. So you might want to bend it back in to make sure the can will seal much better. Let me show you what it looks like on the can here. See that area right there around this circle? That's where the O-ring go around here to seal. So over time, that O-ring will flatten out. It will not seal. So you see there's no seal on the top here. There's a seal inside this valve, but there's no seal on top here. It's depend on that O-ring. Very important to make sure that O-ring seal well. And take the can out of the stove when you're not using it, and use the cap that comes with it to cover it up, at least to seal it somehow. It's better than nothing. Or have a dedicated container that have a seal that you can put all these butane can in and seal it at night, so that way you don't kill yourself at night. So thanks for watching. I just want to share a little bit of a hidden danger of a butane stove that I don't know anybody ever mentioned on YouTube, because I never looking for it. But I don't like doing this, because if you ever watch my video, I don't like to ask for subscription. I just put a little clip of this and that at the end. If somebody watches that long, then chance that they will surprise the channel. But right now my channel sit at 936, I believe. But 66% of my viewer is unsubscribed. So I know there's a lot of you out there, new friend out there that watch but never subscribe. I ask you, can you do me a favor? I try to get the channel 1,000K or 1K. That way, I will be able to have a community tab. It's easier to communicate that way without having to put a video up, a quick clip. So if you can do me a favor, if you see what I'm putting now on my channel, go ahead and subscribe. You don't even have to click on that bell if you don't want to. But it helps if you click on the bell, then whenever I post, and you will know I post a video, because I don't have a fixed schedule to post video, because I'm doing this as a hobby. But thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Take care now. Bye.